Hi friends, we're going to do a quick little lesson on the difference between solids and liquids. I have some things to show you and I have my two helpers, Lucy and Marty, who are going to help me do some things, okay? So I'm going to spin this around. Say hi girls.
Hi.
Okay, so when we're talking about the difference between solids and liquids, we are talking about things that keep their shape and things that change their shape and flow. So if we look at a cup, Marty, hold that cup. It's always going to be that cup, right? What if we go put it on the other end of the table? Go put it over there. And put it down. Still the same shape, right? It didn't change. What if we put it on top of this chair? Go get it. Put it on top of that chair. Still a cup. Still has the same shape. Even when it falls, it stays right there. How about you put it on that chair right there? On the seat. Put it on the seat. Good. Stayed the same shape. It's a cup. Let's pick another solid, something that will keep its shape. Like this pretzel. Lucy, hold it in your hand, flat. See how it still kept the same shape? Still has its same pretzel shape. If Lucy puts it on top of my coffee cup, it stays the same shape. It doesn't matter where she puts it, it's going to stay that shape. She can do things to it. She can break it. She can bite it. That will change it a little bit, but it still is a solid until it mixes with other things and might be a turn into a liquid when she has to eat it. So she takes a bite. Now that part of the pretzel is gone. It's going to be food for her. But look at the rest of it. It kept its same shape. It's still the same shape. And it doesn't matter with any pretzel. Those pretzels do the same thing. Take another look in the cup. There's two pretzels that are keeping pretzel shape. Now Marty's going to take one. Marty, put the pretzel down on my computer. See if it changes shapes. Nope. Still a pretzel. Put it on my math book. See if it changes shapes. Nope. Still a pretzel. All right, break it in half for me. Go ahead. Now show us. Now all it did was break, but it still has its same shape. It doesn't change. It doesn't match the shape of her hand. It's still just a pretzel. Now you get to eat it. So the important thing about solids is that solids keep their shape. If you can put them in another container, you can put them in different spots, they're still going to be their same shape. So if we look at things like this chair, the chair is going to be a chair whether it's right here, or whether it's back over there, or whether it's back over there. They don't ever change their shape. You can change them by doing things to them, by melting them or heating them up, but then it turns to something else. We're just talking about this plain old chair. And sure, solids can break, but you can put them back together and they'll be that original shape that they were before. Let's look at something like one of these flowers. Luce, pick me a flower. Now you might say, but I can pick those little pieces off and then they don't keep that same shape. But the little pieces of flower will keep their shape. Where did it go? There it is. So we could break those off, but it's still going to be solid. They're still going to be the same shapes they were before. Go put those flowers over on the swings. Yep. Let's go look. Do you think that they changed shape? You think they look different? Nope, they don't. Now they're just a couple of swinging flowers. All right, good work on solids. Let's go back into the brain and we'll talk about liquids for a second. All right, now the other thing that we're going to talk about today, there are solids, liquids, and gases. We're not going to talk about gases today. Gases are things like the air and helium. They have different properties to talk about. But right now we're going to talk about liquids. And liquids are materials that flow. That means they move from one place to another, and they change shape to be the shape of whatever container that they're in. So in this big bottle right here, I have water. And water is the most common liquid that we can find here on Earth. With water, it will change its shape. Well, what do you mean, Mr. Sup? Look at the shape of that water. Put it down, please. Look at the shape of that water. The shape of that water is long and skinny. Can I make that water shorter? Sure I can. I'm going to put it in a shorter container. So Marty, you hold this. Lucy's going to pour some out.
I want to pour.
Go ahead. There she goes. All the way up is fine. Okay, stop. So now, Marty, leave that there. Look at our water. It's the same water that was here, because you can see it's missing. But it changed its shape. Now it's the shape of that cup. Can we change the shape of that water again? Sure we can. Marty, come get this water.
This one?
Nope, this water. Now remember, when we put the water on the chair, or the pretzel, no, don't do that. When we put the pretzels on the chair before, the pretzel stayed as pretzels. But watch this. This is going to be crazy. Nope, come here. Here comes my chair.
Are you doing that?
And here comes Marty. Now, Marty, what you're going to do,
Dump it onto the chair.
you're going to pour it slowly onto the chair, okay?
And it's going through the little hole.
You're going to dump it onto the chair. And look, it spreads out. And the water takes the same shape as the chair. Because liquids take the shape of whatever container they're in. Now this water happens to be flowing, as I said, liquids flow right down the chair and out a hole in the back.
Dad, are we
So
gonna
whatever
pour it on the pretzel?
container that a liquid is in, that's the shape it takes. But does it work with things besides water? Well, sure it does. My coffee is in here. My coffee is the shape of that coffee cup. And here is an Arizona iced tea. I'm going to open it up. And you can see it's right up to the top. In there. And it's the shape of a can. Can I make my iced tea the shape of this cup? How would I do that, Marty? How am I going to make my iced tea? How am I going to do it?
Who's dumping it? Dump it in.
Dump it in. So go ahead, grab the can. Lucy's going to hold the cup for you so it doesn't spill. We're traded.
It's heavy and really cold. It's okay.
All right, so now Marty's going to change the shape of our iced tea.
It's okay.
Dump it quick. There you go. And stop. Put it down. Now she changed the shape because liquids change shapes. Okay, so something to remember when you're doing your work is that solids keep the shape they have and liquids change the shape to match the container that they're in. So say goodbye. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Good work.